Welcome back, guys, to the latest edition of Terrible Towel Tuesday, the pregame. Told you I was going to get these back out to you guys, so thank you for being patient. As you can see, I'm sitting here in Heinz Field. Well, no, not really, but this is an actual picture that I took while at Heinz Field, and I'll be there actually next week against the Cincinnati Bengals. But here we are, guys. Just want to give a quick thoughts on what's going to happen or what needs to happen in this upcoming game against the Chiefs. Man, it's going to be very, very tough. It's going to be very, very tough. And let me say this too before I go down that road. Had a chance to settle down a little bit. I'm not as much on Big Ben as I was before, doing Terrible Towel Tuesday and giving my thoughts on him. Is he done? I don't think he's done. Of course, I do think he's nearing the end of his career. But there's still opportunity for him to turn it around. You go back and look at some of those interceptions. No, all of them were not his fault, but I do still feel like he still forces the ball to Antonio Brown. So we're going to have to stop doing that. So that's one of the keys to victory right there. We're going to have to spread the ball around. Utilize some other guys. Utilize guys like Eli Rogers who can work the middle of the field. Got to do that. Juju Smith-Schuster's coming along, which of course is the reason why he's getting more opportunity. But we're going to have to allow guys like Eli Rogers or Juju Smith-Schuster to take some of that, some of the load off of Antonio Brown. And Big Ben is going to have to start looking for these guys. Of course, people are always going to rotate coverage to Antonio Brown. Why would you not? Okay, Martavis Bryant as well. Martavis Bryant will be your deep shot guy. Take a shot with him from time to time. But also, I want to see Martavis Bryant become more than just that. And he is. He's catching slants and things like that. But I want to see more out of Martavis Bryant in terms of route running. I don't know if he's necessarily a great route runner at the moment. Probably not. Just my personal feeling. So I want to see him develop as well. But utilize guys like Eli Rogers. Eli Rogers can run routes. He's come along here in his second year. And Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be a stud for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So get those guys involved. Get the tight end involved as well. Jesse James. Look for those type of shots. Let's be more of a dink and dunk when you have to. I think that's the way we're going to have to move the ball down the field against the Chiefs and pretty much any other defense that we face the rest of the season because, people are hip to what the Steelers are doing. We're very predictable when it comes to the pass. All right, we got to stop being so predictable and start mixing up some things, go deeper into the playbook. So that's the first key to victory right there. I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs defense is that great as far as scaring anybody. If you look at some of the other teams they've played, people have been able to move the ball on them and such. They're not the same defense, definitely downfield without Eric Berry. I like Marcus Peters, but Peters definitely, can be had. He takes some chances. He's physical and aggressive, so you can get him at times with great route running. So, the opportunities for Antonio Brown will be there, but we definitely need to not lean on that. Don't lean on that. What we also need to do is try to establish the run. We are able to run the ball against the Chiefs. I think that opens things up. Of course, you could go with this same game plan every week, and it could be the same game plan based on your offense. You want to make people respect and honor the run. When you have a guy like Le'Veon Bell, make them respect that, keep them honest, and then you hit them with the passing game. And every now and then in some series, you can come out and trick them, so to speak. You can come out and pass the ball when they think you're going to run, of course. But what I'm saying is don't make yourself one-dimensional when you're doing it to yourself. If the game presents itself to where you become one-dimensional, I understand that. But let's not make ourselves one-dimensional on our own merit. You know what I mean? Let's not do that. Let me see. What else, guys? So let's talk about defensively. Stop the run. We're going to have to stop the run. The Steelers are coming into this game, if I'm not mistaken, ranked #1 against the pass. But those numbers are a little skewed. Has our secondary played better? They have. Has the addition of Joe Hayden helped out? It has. Have we been getting pressure on the quarterback at times, even with 4? At times, yes. But let's not kid ourselves. A lot of teams have been able to run the ball on the Steelers, which automatically reduces the amount of pass attempts. Even if you look at the Jacksonville game, Bortles didn't have to do that much, but they were able to sustain drives quite often, especially, second half, fourth quarter in particular. So it's going to keep his numbers down. And the same might be said about when we played the Ravens. You know, we kind of held Flacco in check, but again, if teams are trying to run the ball and they're successful, of course they're going to keep handing it off until it doesn't work. And then in the Ravens game, the Steelers, you know, had the advantage with the time of possession, so that helped out. So, you know, the way the game, you know, plays out always dictates the game plan, like Coach Tomlin said. So some of these teams that we have faced, pass attempts may not have been there, but they were running the ball. Look at the Chicago Bears. Perfect example of that. So again, as well as Alex Smith is playing, I still would say make Alex Smith beat you. You know, he's been playing good football. You know, his accuracy has been looking good. He's taking shots downfield, which is a different dimension from an Alex Smith, so we got to watch that. But we have to control the run game. We got to stop Kareem Hunt. We got to be on the lookout for trickery. You know, I saw a game earlier this year where they had Kelsey in the backfield, Hunt, and I think Hill, and you had Alex Smith lined up behind Kelsey, or he was split out or something crazy like that, and they hand the ball to Kelsey. We got to look out for that. We know Andy Reid is very creative, and he'll do a lot of trickery. They can hit you with a lot of different angles. You know, they can hit you with Tyreek Hill with his speed. And again, you know, Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelsey. We got to watch all of that. But I think it starts with stopping the run and then trust your pass defense against their pass attack. I think that'll bode well for the Steelers, because I do think the secondary now pass defense is playing much, much better. But, you know, I want to see them tested a little bit as well. So you do that, play discipline, you know, fill your gaps. Do your job, because I heard Keith Butler say there was guys that didn't do their job against Jacksonville, particularly, you know, on the long run, the 90-yarder. He said somebody didn't do their job. Looks like maybe Shazier, but I'm not sure. You know, when you look at the film, and shout outs to, you know, Alex Kazur at SteelersDepot.com. You know, I know he posted that up, and he posed that question, who didn't do their job on that play? Hard to tell, but it looks like maybe Shazier, you know, blitzed the A-gap, and maybe he should have kept more contained on the outside. I don't know. But if Butler is saying that, I got to believe that. And I'm hearing that James Harrison will be playing. So we'll see if James Harrison can help show up the run game, or if he's going to be impactful like he was the last time we played against the Chiefs. So I think all around, man, the Steelers can stop the run, play relatively good defense, and if the offense can get going, there's an opportunity. Do I expect us to win the game? I don't. Only reason why I say that is because I have to judge the team based off of how they've been playing. Regardless of how big of a Steeler fan I am, and you guys know that, I am a Steeler diehard. But I am a realist. I understand my team. I rate them fairly, the way they need to be rated. If the Steelers go in there playing the same way they've been playing these last several weeks, I don't expect a win. Can they win? Yes. If they're on their game, I think they can win. And I think this win could be a statement win for the Steelers. You know, because the Raiders, I think, are playing... Oh, no, the Ravens already played the Raiders. I'm trying to remember who the Ravens are playing. Oh, Chicago. The Ravens are about to play Chicago, which, you know, you would think Baltimore would be able to get that win, especially with the rookie quarterback. So we have to, we're in a position right now, man, where we can't afford to lose that lead. You know, we're tied right now, and we both lost to Jacksonville. We beat the Ravens. We got the tiebreaker. But you definitely don't want to get in a position early on where you're behind them and you're trying to play catch-up. You know, that could be costly. You know, whether it's the division that you win or whether it's possibly a wild card. So, you know, things like that are very important, even as early as right now, you know, week 6. So we'll see how everything plays out. But those are my keys to victory, guys. Like I said, they're going to have to contain the run. First and foremost, play discipline. Do what you've been doing in the past game. I think we got some different things that we'll be able to try now with the dime package, you know, to help out against their pass attack. Be disciplined playing against Kelsey. The middle of the field is always what seems to hurt us. And offensively, we just got to get going, man. We got to have a balanced attack. I want to see more than 15 carries from Le'Veon Bell. And that offensive line has to protect Ben Roethlisberger. And Ben Roethlisberger needs to stop focusing on Antonio Brown. You know, this is a statement game for him. A lot of us and, you know, other people out there have been saying, oh, he's washed up, he doesn't have it. This is a perfect opportunity to show that he's still a solid NFL quarterback. And even with that said, I still think, of course, he's on his downslide, and he should be year 14. But this is an opportunity for him to bounce back. And let's just see the offense that we are expecting. We haven't seen it all season, even in the wins. And shout outs to Pittsburgh Dad. I don't know if you guys follow him. Hilarious comedy there. You know, he said in one of his videos, I think it was the one when we played against the Browns or the Ravens, one of those videos, his recap, and he was like, why don't these wins feel like wins? Or it might have been the Minnesota game. And he's right, because we still are not seeing this high-powered, potent offense with the killer bees. And some other bells and whistles in there. And with an Eli Rogers and a Juju Smith-Schuster. Come on, man. We got weapons, so let's make it happen. All right, so those are my keys to victory, guys. We'll see come Tuesday whether we're happy or sad. And hopefully we're talking about how the Steelers redeemed themselves, played a solid game, and was able to edge out a win in Kansas City. Because not by any means do I think it would be a game that they go in there and blow them out or something like that. No. Would be nice if we could, you know, be reminiscent of the game we had last season, early on in the season when they had them, you know, had them at Heinz Field. That would be great, but I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting a hard-fought game. But I think talent-wise, if the Steelers can get it going on offense and defense, we'll be okay, and we could possibly get the win, but I'm not expecting it. They have to surprise me. All right? So there you have it, guys. So, of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Cut your notifications on so you're aware of the videos when they're available. And I promise, guys, it will never hurt you to hit that like button. All right? So this has been the latest edition of the Terrible Towel pregame, and I'll catch you guys Tuesday. Here we go, Steelers. Peace.